So we're back at the Keeler farm, and look at that, we're mowing hay. Imagine that. So we gave up excavating, we gave up carpentering, and now we're back to farming again. So we're doing second cut, and we're trying to get this off. It's really done growing. It's so dry out that it's all headed out. There's not much here. You see the burnt spots. But we're trying to get it off, and we're going to put some fertilizer on it, and hopefully, God willing, we'll get some rain, and we'll have a third cutting. Again, we're at the rough spot of the field. We're at the Keeler farm. That's his silos there. Some areas where it's wet, that part right there normally doesn't get hayed because it's so wet and it's all rutted up, and you could drive right up through there and it's just, your tires don't even get wet. So that's how dry it is. I called FSA the other day and they said we're not in a drought. They said we're only at a D1 and we need to be at a D3 for 8 weeks in a row, and we're not even D1. Well, I don't know where they're getting their D's from, but we're in a drought, and I don't think they want to pay any money out. So that's the old Keeler barn. They used to milk like 50 Holsteins in there. Charlie Keeler and his wife Elaine. That's their house. They still got some horses. And my brother-in-law Adam and I hay it now. Craig Russell used to hay it before us. And then they rented the barn for a few years, but now it's just sitting idle. It's a really nice barn. They used to have, my windows are terribly dirty. They used to have really nice Holsteins in there. But it's just another dairy farm gone by the wayside because of the state of the dairy industry. So, which is good for us because we get to hay it, but it's sad to see that it's no longer a dairy farm because these little isolated farms, this is where it should be wet and it ain't wet. These isolated farms, or not these hillside, not isolated, but these hillside farms, they're just, I don't know, they make the rural character of Vermont, and when they go out, you kind of lose that. Granted, they, for the most part, still get farmed if the land is good, but they tend to, if the land's not good, it's, these bigger farms don't want to put the money into the land to get it so they can get their equipment on it, and so they tend to just to go grow back up the woods, which isn't a bad thing, but Vermont is Vermont's character is these hillside farms, and people love to come here and drive around and see the green grass growing and the cows grazing, and there's no more cows grazing over here, so it's just grass growing, which is okay, but still it'd be nice if we could sustain a dairy industry that allows a family to make a living and support their family and put something away for their future and send their kids to school. I mean, how pretty is that? So on 50 cows, and we've kind of allowed that to fall by the wayside. So anyways, this video is long.